Alright, bro. How are you? You are my generation. You are the kind of player I would like to see win the Sugar. I am just giving you my do my best. You are no longer that fast. You no longer play as fast as you used to. The tables, you have to adjust. Yeah. You've been trouble. Some tables are slow, some are fast. Like blue one. That blue one. Very fast. So, kindly advise if you can get the audio. Dear Africa, kindly advise if you can hear the audio of the biggest match, at least on paper, in the first round so far. Kindly advise if you can get the audio. A very good morning, Africa. This one is going to be tight. It is going to be tense. There is going to be nerves. There is going to be tears. There is going to be sadness. But there is also going to be joy, and there is going to be happiness in the next 1 hour and 20 minutes. Now, exactly 6 days ago, when the draws were held for the Timbuktu International Pool Carnival, that is now happening for day number 3 out of 4 here in Eldoret, the city in the Rift Valley region of Kenya, the pride of Africa, the biggest game of them all, and I am saying at least on paper, is definitely Royd versus Aden, who is supposed to be the tournament favorite for any comp that is organized on African soil, taking on one of the better players from the country of Zambia, a member of the Chipolo Polo, the Zambia national team, also a very accomplished player. Royd Kabwe is finding himself 2 frames up on Aden Joseph. This audio is being shared now on 3 platforms, that is Keep Pixels Photography Facebook, Break and Finish Live Facebook, as well as Peter Chowe Live YouTube, being presented to you by myself as well as Francis Slim Mkwekwe. The ghost, as Aiden is called, is finding himself in trouble. This is the last game in the first round. He was given a breather upon request from the organizers, also considering time that has been lost. The races to 9 are quite long, that he could play his first round match today instead of yesterday, something that was agreement between him and his opponent Royd, as well as tournament director Martin Kihato. Now the guests, these 2 players should be accustomed to the table. The table on which you are playing is United, made in South Africa. So Aiden should be in business given the table on which you are playing. But there are so many United tables in Zambia. Royd shouldn't have a problem on the table. Race to 9. 90 minutes, and the audio is presented to you by Simon Peter Chowe. Once again, Aiden are represented scoreboard at the top of the screen with the South African flag, as well as Royd being represented with the Zambian flag, most especially on the break and finish stream, while on the Francis Mkwekwe Key Pixels photography stream, we have a scoreboard with the players' names, a digital one just under your screen. Enjoy this action. Live commentary is resuming shortly. Now, if there is that one African player that does step into the arena and everybody catches a cold, if you have to pick one, and I'm saying just one, that player has to be this guy, donning white, the South African in Aden Joseph. He has the highest number of accolades on the African continent. For the last 11 years with him as a formidable player, actually 12 years, and still going strong. Ever since making his mark in 2013, winning the under-19 championships of South Africa, he has never ever looked back. That same year later, by then winning the under-19 championships, could earn that champion a place on the senior national team. That's how he got himself a place in the All Africa Pool Championships team in 2014. If that were the case nowadays, even my lighty Ryan Williams will be a member of the national team. Nowadays, there are qualifiers for the senior national team when events are due anyway. Cut long story short, Aiden that year did reach as a 19-year-old the finals of the All Africa Pool Championships, losing out to his international teammate Ishmael Mtetwa. And yes, he has made the All Africa Pool Championships his own. He has reached 5 finals. Never has anybody achieved that feat in the history of African pool. Winning 2, and the 2 finals that he has won are the last 2 editions of the AAPA Championships, making him a double defending champion of the same event. He has also won the team event in the same championships in 2014 in Dar es Salaam, as well as 2015 and 17 in Zimbabwe. A well-accomplished player, playing 9-ball, having won national title of South Africa in 9-ball. He also has played Heibo, one of the first African players to represent at the World Heibo Championships. He, however, is not very active in Heibo because he once told me that it is not easy playing both black ball and Heibo and doing well in both disciplines at the same time. In fact, Jason Theron, who is now Africa's Heibo specialist, specializes in Heibo only. However, on the financial side of the game, the majority of competitions on the African continent are in black ball. Heibo has the big money, but it comes only once in a while. And also Aiden advises that for an African player, the chances of winning the big money in Heibo are a little bit of a mystery. He says the Chinese are just too good. Royd was a member of the African Championships winning team in 2023 as Aiden attempts combination shot, put both yellow and red to the same corner pocket, bottom of your screen. It is a foul. And very clearly, I think he has not started the match at his very best. As I speak, this audio is now being shared on 4 platforms. That is Break and Finish Live Facebook, as well as Peter Chewe Live YouTube, as well as QPixels Photography Facebook, and also as well as QPixels Photography YouTube streaming platform by my friend and Francis Mkwekwe. I like to have a lot of banter with him. It's not serious stuff, guys, but the beatings I give him on the pool table are serious. But he's a very good person, also very helpful. Some of you think that I'm a very good streamer. A lot of what you see me doing is actually aided by Francis. He has a specialty in the use of gadgets. Maybe he did some ICT and also something that I didn't do myself. So a lot of time, even when I get issues with the streaming, I call him. Yeah, he's always just a phone call away. The only thing that I do better than him is definitely playing. That's why some of the money that I have is from him, courtesy of him not playing as well as myself. But the guy that is playing so well by the start of this match is Mr. Royd Kabwe. He's having to put black to the corner pocket at the bottom right, but on the QPixel stream it is top left. It should not be a problem. I don't even know why he's taking all this time. Maybe he just wants to make it absolutely sure. The pride of Zambia makes it 3-1 in a race to 9. Once again, Zambia 3, South Africa 1. Aden is in trouble. Three one right up. I'm dedicating this live stream to all of you who are watching from South Africa and Zambia. I like to say that it always wows me the fact that I am Ugandan, based in Uganda. Maybe 90-95% of the streams that I do are from Uganda, but both Zambia and South Africa watch these games more than Ugandans, most especially on the Facebook stream. Ugandans love their YouTube. South Africans and Zambians love their Facebook. In fact, Break and Finish Live Facebook has 30% following from South Africa and more than 11,000 Zambians following the page. So I make it a point whenever I get an opportunity to stream the players, the games involving your players, as the only way I can say thank you for always watching and following and listening to me, just doing what I just love to do. Royd Kabwe, trying to make it number 4. He'll be wary of that red ball close to the center pocket. I think white is just right. If there is passage of that ball to the center pocket, there is just a little bit of that yellow, which may block his easy pot. He will have maybe, actually he probably wanted white ball to be played into the red, try to open it up. He will have to play it later. But he is oozing with confidence. You just have to give it to him, playing as neat as he's doing in a match this big against the best of them all players on the African continent today, at least in terms of statistics of number of trophies won. He may have to contemplate putting both of those reds to the corner pocket at the top right. It shouldn't be a very big problem to him. This is where I say that the rest is a formality. Drawing the white ball backwards as close as possible to the black to put it to the center pocket on the left. As easy it as Lusaka starts to think of celebration, as Johannesburg starts to think of grieving. Royd Kabwe 4, Aden Joseph 1, race to 9 in 90 minutes. And I don't think we shall need the 90 minutes for this match. Maybe it is the first one that will have the time allocated even a little bit too much for the match to happen. There's a little bit of struggle of sound on the YouTube stream. I hope that the sound is not buffering. The video is okay, but the sound has momentarily been buffering. YouTubers, please tell me in the comment section if your sound is okay.
Maybe 466. 466.
Now, from wherever you are watching this stream, whether you want to believe it or not, it is true that the king of tournaments in Africa is down by 5 frames to 1 against a player who doesn't want to know, against a Royd Kabwe who is playing as good as the word good. itself. And while he's a very good player, right, seeing him play this good is not so often. Only one frame out of 6 has been won by Aden. If he's to stand a chance, he must be the ghost that the ghost has always been, simply to stand a chance, because Raid now needs only 4, while Aden needs the whole of 8 out of 13 frames. But you have to never say never. If there is that one player or 2 players or 3 players in Africa who can win 8 before Raid can win 4, he should be that player. But I have to say that Raid is now an overwhelming favorite to win this match. Aiden will be trying to finish frame number 7 by dish. That shot has been a statement of what he intends to do, because yes, he did open up the black ball, play it in space, try and finish the frame within this ongoing visit of the table. He will be having a worry of one of those 2 yellows near the center pocket, the one which is frozen against the cushion, which in my opinion can only be potted either by bank or if he opens it up into space. Not easily portable. In a straight shot, this should be the shot that opens up that yellow ball that is frozen near the center pocket on the left. That is Aiden, but doesn't get it open. He comes just a little bit short. He will have another opportunity when he plays that yellow ball that is now setting at the center pocket, drawing the white ball leftwards with a little bit of left spin. He could naturally open up that dead ball. It is the intention as he cues. The opening still comes short. He is still in trouble. Aden Joseph. It is still the same ball he wants to play. He may have to now bank his chance on a bank shot to the center pocket on the right. If he gets it right, as long as he can control the white ball right, he may take the frame right and then cut Raid's lead right. The bank has to be successful, or else Raid will have a chance of winning the frame. Aiden is normally good at the banks. There goes the bank trial. The bank is in. How good will he be to try and pot the last yellow ball to probably the center pocket on the left? Maybe it is his best available option, because if he's on target, white ball could naturally be played into that red ball which is near the center pocket, which would give the white ball a good resting position for him to pot black to the corner pocket at the bottom right where he's having his hands. There goes the shot. He has to be on target. He has to maintain white as though he were listening to me. That is the best of Aden Joseph in this match so far. Even Aden being Aden, this clearance is going to be class, and I am assuming that potting this black will not be difficult for him. There he rolls the black to the corner pocket and pulls another back, and with an apple, South Africa pulls one back. Aiden 2 and Royd 5. Still comes short. He is still in trouble. Aiden Joseph, it is still the same ball he wants to play. He may have to now. Thank you for watching. Alan Tando was a ghost. You are watching on QPixels Photography Facebook. Chris Gon Banda. By the fact that you are Banda, you are definitely supporting Royd, as well as Chisha Henry Charlie. Sianda Ndika, you think that Eden will win, even though he's still 3 frames down. He won the last frame with reverse dish. He wants to win this ongoing frame by break and finish. This one, making a clearance, could be just a little bit easier than the previous one, because if he goes most especially for the reds, there is no single dead red ball on the table, just as are the yellows. He's seemingly nominating the yellows, going for the yellows, trying to win the frame by break and finish. Here comes the ghost. Seemingly he's to win a second frame in a row for the first time in the match. Even more than improving his scoreline, winning this ongoing frame just as is the last is to instill more confidence in him, maybe to put Royd under some bit of pressure that someone is about to come back against him. He'll have to pot to the corner pocket at the bottom left, but then white ball is pinned rightwards off the cushion to move towards the top end of the table. Because of that effect on the white, because of his stroke, he misses the pot, and he will most likely miss this ongoing frame. Royd Kabwe now going for 6. I love his composure. He will bring the white ball towards the top end of the table to get white for that red, which is at that side of the table. And that is check. I have to apologize meanwhile that those who are watching on Key Pixels photography, because the cameras are at different points in the table, actually opposite ends of the table. When I say top, when you're watching on Key Pixels photography, it is actual bottom. Kindly understand that kind of, because given the space at the venue, we couldn't have our cameras in the same place. Raid will be drawing the white ball backwards. Beautiful. Pot the second red to the same corner pocket he has just done. He'll have to play again backspin, just like that, off the cushion and in perfect space. He wants white for the red near the yellow, the center pocket on the right. That's a little bit of a problem. Those who are on Key Pixels photography, it is center pocket on the left. I'm surprised by the way Royd is wearing the Iribanya t-shirt. Iribanya is a Zim player called Judah. Of the Zambian players, the one I see him closest to the most is Kelvin. He also likes Caesar. He normally doesn't support Aiden most of the time. I am not surprised that Royd is wearing the Iribanya shirt. Judah, from wherever you're watching, thank you for loving the game. You are a better cheerleader than a player. I'm joking, my guy. I'm not trying to put you down. I'm trying to make fun because you're also a funny guy. How good will this backspin be? Royd is playing absolutely well. The kind of game level you need to try and take down the giant of African pool. He wants to portrait the center pocket, a little bit of top spin, white ball moving towards the top end of the table and returning back into space of 2-3 cushions. How good will white ball be? It moves away from the black. It gives him a little bit of a difficulty, but I think he will be okay. The corner pocket at the bottom left of your screen looks so open for it to solve that black, for it to make it 6. There he shoots and puts and makes it 6. Where will white ball go? Oh, that was close. Just take a screenshot of that. Maybe it is a sign of destiny. I think Royd is just not playing so well. He also has a little bit of luck on him. Royd Kabwe 6, Aden Joseph 2, race to 9. You have every reason to worry if you're watching this stream from Flames Park pub in Johannesburg. You have every reason to anticipate victory if you're watching from Flintstones in Lusaka. Timeout, Aiden. Once again, South Africa 2 and Zambia 6. We are back, dear viewers, as Raid ushers us in time in with a void break right from the goal. Like I normally like to remind us, when black ball is spotted on the break is void. The same player simply has to break again with one visit over the table. Not so many times do I see Aiden under this kind of pressure, sipping his Coca-Cola while his opponent breaks. By the way, at billiards last year, Raid took down Caesar. Now he's attempting to take down Aiden, trying to win a duology of himself of those two naughty players today in African pool. It is single elimination. The king of comps of the African continent is being given a treat in which he may have to be exited from a comp on the continent in the first round. A comp which has the biggest amount of cash to try and win for any that the African continent has ever offered. Special thanks to the Honorable Sudi, Member of Parliament in Eldoret, member of the Kenyan Parliament, also venue owner of Club Timbuktu, as well as tournament sponsor. However it will be, who will be 11,600 US dollars richer tomorrow evening. That one will be a victory for Paul. I'm imagining whoever it will be will have to do something from that money, even which the grandchildren will do. Go back home and buy a house or something. Then you tell them that I bought it from playing pool. And I wouldn't wish that they even do business, because business can go wrong sometime. You just buy something that will live permanently, and then you show off your talent even when you are no longer playing. Aiden could be the winner of the first frame after the timeout. That one could be a morale booster if he does. Will he put both reds the same corner pocket at the bottom left of your screen? Seemingly, yes, he will. He has this cushion drive, but has to move the white ball away from as far away from the cushion as possible. That is perfect. That is beautiful. That is Aiden. And I think to maintain white for red, the last red, he may have to put the red he's trying to put to the center pocket on the left, but off the yellow. That's what gives him a better groove on the white ball. If he goes for a direct shot, it has to be done with a little bit of spin off the yellow. Sometimes I love it when these players shoot as if they are listening to me. He now has to move the white ball towards the top end of the table where there is the black, to put it to the corner pocket at the top right of your screen. It is bottom left if you're watching on Qpixel's photography, as he aims for the black from this kind of range. Under this kind of pressure, he wouldn't ever miss. He will be sinking it. Yes, he does. White ball is safe. Aiden pulls one back. Lloyd still leads, and still a healthy lead. It is South Africa 3 and Zambia 6. Aden to break frame number 10, a pretty important one, not just for him to improve his scoreline, but also try to put Red under pressure. That was close to a scratch on the break. It is, however, a dry break. Red will need to pot one ball, irrespective of whether it will be red or yellow. He simply needs to pot a ball and go for the frame. It is one of those matches where you are just driven by the momentum of the match. These guys are just going for the frames. Red has been the better finisher in the match, at least so far. That's why he's leading healthily. He seems to be having not just knowledge of the game, but also knowledge of the table. Like I said before, United tables are mostly in the southern part of Africa. So these players from the SADC region, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Zambia, are more accustomed to these tables. In Kenya, they are just being used for the very first time. Actually, the first consignment of ultimate tables was just early this year, if I'm not mistaken. It was just when I was having a discussion with the tournament director, Martin Kihato, and he told me that yes, Mchana Pabanville was the first to have these type. Now here they are in Eldoret to the service of the African Pool Fraternity. Will the bank go right for right? It will not. Clearly his intention was not to pot. He thought that maybe going for the frame was asking for a little bit too much of him. He decided to play safe. He decided to try and deny Aiden a chance to pot, but Aiden has got a ball to try and pot. That yellow ball near the center pocket on the left, but it is center pocket on the right if you're watching on Kipixel's photography Facebook streaming platform. There we are. Just to try and pot. The pot will not be difficult whatsoever. That little contact between white and yellow was for Aiden to open up that yellow a bit, try and pot it. Now by connection to the corner pocket at the bottom left. It is top right on Kipixel's photography. He may as well be tempted to try and play safe, something that he very rarely does. Now you see Aiden's other side. He too can play safeties. Red just plays that red ball. He was having little sight of in space. He'll be counting on the fact that Aiden has 3 of his balls almost dead. Those yellows that are at the end, at the bottom right end of the table, because all of them are just surrounded by reds. And potting them will be very unlikely, if not impossible. But if there's one guy in this match, in this tournament, that could win even a frame this good, it's this guy.
Francis, just bring a cable. Just bring a cable we put here.
It can be charged while it is. You're charging it. It is one of those moments when pull is not really pulling, even when you are Aiden. Very, very, very important frame, this one, for both of these players. For Aiden to pull one back, for Reid to get closer to his big win. Aiden will pot black prematurely. That one, I think, is another sign of destiny in this match. Maybe it's just not meant to be for the great South African. Another frame in the bag for the Zambian. It is now Reid 7 and Aiden 3. Reid needs 2. Aiden needs the whole of 6 out of the next 7 frames. Very, very, very unlikely. Unless something really goes wrong with whatever Reid is doing. He is heavily, heavily, heavily now poised for the win.
That's like
We're back again, dear viewers, on QPixel's photography. There was a little bit of an issue with the audio feed. I believe that now you are having the audio. Kindly inform me in the comment section if, just in case, it is not clear. Sometimes streaming can be a little bit of an issue. The Safaricom network that we are using isn't as good as it used to be back in the day. So Kenya doesn't win any award for fast network. But Jerry could win the award for playing some of the best pool in the competition, at least after one round of play. Whatever he's touching is turning into gold. Whatever he's playing is turning effective, and it is all well calculated and executed and implemented. And he is leading, but not with a shot missed that bad. He has to avoid the element of complacency. Sometimes it just happens like this. You also know that you're probably winning the match, but he has to be reminded that he is playing against the ghost. Don't let away opportunities like that, because at the end of the day, Aiden will always be Aiden. I have seen one of the best comebacks, in fact the biggest ever comeback I have seen in my life, or the biggest comeback of a match that I have streamed myself, has been by this guy. 20 frames to 16, with which Caesar was leading and in Kampala, amidst a cheering crowd of around 2,000 players at a venue in Kampala, all of them apart from a few supporting one person. And this guy won 4 frames in a row, all with one visit of the table and a long fought decider. But he doesn't normally play frames for long, but the decisive frame was played for about 15 minutes, and believe you me, he won it, winning 5 frames in a row against Caesar at his own backyard. Therefore, Reid has to be wary that he has not yet won the match. And whoever is near my good friend Pila Mazambani, please give him a hug. But give Aiden his flowers for shooting this well. How, from a neutral perspective, I believe he has full sight of that yellow, because that was big, big, big skill. Potting that ball, not just potting it, but spinning the white ball with a big left spin on it, bouncing it off 4 cushions and having it in a position this good. And now he's heavily poised to win this frame. Beautiful shooting from Aden Joseph. That is why he is a very special player. Not just his skill, his talent, but also his brand. He's one of those few people that provides highlight this good. That one is a collection for TikTok and for sharing and for promoting the sport, because of the skill of Aden Joseph. Even when things are not going his way, what a player. Mighty clearance. Aden 4 and Reid 7. Why is it going off?
Table number 2, let's have Cyrus Minor MC taking on Eska Chimwanda. Eska MC, proceed to table number 2.
It's okay. Just put there. One of the streams is open. Sorry, guys, for the brief absence of commentary. We had lost the audio feed on Kipixel's photography. We had also lost the video feed on Peter Chove Live YouTube, and I believe that on both streams there is beautiful audio and beautiful video, unless you say otherwise. You have just witnessed, those of you who are watching on Facebook, where nothing was lost, a very beautiful clearance from the guy that is called the Ghost. He will sip his Coca-Cola every time that Royd misses a shot, because he knows that the more he wins a frame, the more he plays well Aiden, the more pressure mounts onto Royd, who now has started to play like a guy under the enormous pressure of an elephant running after him. The elephant in the room is Aiden. The elephant in the room is still in trouble. The elephant in the room is trying to play himself out of the same trouble. Every time the elephant is on the chase, there is fear of a cracker on its potential victim. I have to say that if Aiden can finish off this frame, he will start to get even more likely
10 seconds.
to win the frame. He's just been having a discussion with the umpire. I don't know exactly what. As though he wants the umpire to clean the white ball. There is a marking, a chalk marking on the same white ball. What I didn't like is the umpire didn't mark the spot where he removed the white ball. Although the gadgets may not be in availability, you can even use a coin, a token. You can even mark the table as an umpire. You have the right, just to ensure as close proximity as possible to the same exact spot where the white ball was removed. That one is the only negative thing I've seen in the game, and with due respect to the umpire. He will be having 4 more yellows, Aiden. And also, the burden of expectation of now thousands of people, most especially watching from Johannesburg, in support of him. Red will start to be under pressure now because he is under chase of Aiden, who seems to have picked up his A game at the very right time of the match. Only advantageous for Red that he is still leading, courtesy of a very good start to the match. Aiden will have to mount a very good end to the match if he is to stand a chance. The yellow ball crosses the black will be the problem ball of the 3 yellows. If he gets it potted, black is in space, just like they would be remaining yellow. I don't know what that yellow ball that is close to the black is potted into the same pocket where he has just potted the last yellow. That's why he'll need a very big shot to draw the white ball backwards with a big right spin, bounce off the cushion on the right and move leftwards. He has to be on target first. It will be a special one if he gets it off. It is a miss because of his big effort to try and find the white. Even Aiden has a reason to be worried as he bows his head down in disbelief of what might really starting to get happening. Right, can breathe again.
Aden Joseph. Aden Joseph.
Now, if there is one reason for you to believe that this guy is a special player, that exactly is that he is always more than capable of producing magic when the only thing he needs to get himself back in the match is magic. That was magical from the guy that calls himself the ghost. He will need another moment of magic when he cuts, when he pots. Normally, when he simply rolls that yellow, he will not have good white ball for black. He needs something special, not just to pot, but also move the white ball closer to the black, maybe off the cushions at the top end on the left and right, to maybe off 3 cushions. It's what he's contemplating. 1, 2 cushion, or it is a miss. A miss, and it could be a very, very, very costly miss. Advantage, right, Kapuli. And I know that many of you always like to watch on YouTube, but I can see the Facebook stream has grown so much because when we lost the YouTube stream, most of you did run to Facebook. The YouTube stream is back just in case it is your preference. And thank you for the first match in this competition that is having on one stream more than 2,000 viewers. And yet it is on other streams where about 2,000 others are watching the YouTube streams on Key Pixels Photography as well as Peter Chove Live. And because of one of Africa's internet sensations is in trouble, that's why we are having this kind of viewership. I know that many of those who are watching are in Johannesburg. They are watching with disbelief of what is happening to their star man so far. Here comes a chance for the star man. I don't know why Reid of all shots decided to play that, because it was not always going to be foremost, simply him potting that red, and yet trying to play not to pot would have denied Aiden white for his last yellow. He may have to play the same skill that he tried to play and failed last time around. Now he's trying to spin the white ball backwards. He has two choices. Play white ball with top left spin, bounce it off to cushions, move it rightwards, spot black to the corner pocket close to where the white is, or play bottom spin, draw the white ball backwards, but has to be on target first. He's going for bottom spin off the cushion. This should be beautiful cueing, very beautiful cueing. Always providing something uniquely special, especially when it is exactly that he needs. And for the some of the neutrals may just want to have Aiden in the tournament just for it to remain alive. Passing black center pocket. It is a miss. Oh my goodness. I don't think that was anywhere close to being expected. Not when it is Aden Joseph. Not when he's 2 frames down, not when he's taking on a player as good as Reid, not when he needs to win 4 while Reid needs 2 out of 5. Aiden is in trouble. And one of the reasons why he hasn't played to his very best is because of how good Reid has been playing himself. Trinidad Martin, you're asking if King Ade is in the tournament. The answer is no. But you are watching from Zambia, you are having very good representation from Roy Kabwe, who is playing like 5 Zambians all combined, because this is a performance of a lifetime. He is clearly an overwhelming favorite now to take on Aden Joseph. 2 reds, 1 to the center pocket on the right, another to the corner pocket at the bottom left, but it is top right if you're watching on QPixel's photography. The roll of that red ball to the corner pocket, having white ball bounce off the cushion a little bit, gives him natural white for black to the center pocket, and the rest is a formality. Royd Kabwe on the verge. He is on 8, while Aiden remains on 5 in a race to 9. Winning 4 frames in a row, that is exactly what Aiden Joseph needs to do to overcome Royd in this one. Otherwise, he is in trouble, and I am speaking of trouble with a capital T. For the YouTube stream, there is a little bit of an internet buffer. I think it will be sorted automatically in 30 seconds or 1 minute or so. The Facebook stream has been flawless from the start up to now. The other thing that has been flawless is the playing level of Mr. Royd Kabwe. More trouble for Aiden now. He has this chance to try and put red to the corner pocket at the bottom left. He gets it away, but the white ball is too close to another red for Aiden's liking. And it's what he's contemplating is finding a way of finishing the frame. He'll want to put it to the diagonal corner pocket again. White ball bouncing off the left cushion, moving rightwards. He has to be on target. Yes, he is. He could put the white ball. He will not be putting white ball. He will be a little bit lucky, but also more efficient. He needs this rail drive over a red to the corner pocket at the bottom right, maintaining white for the last red with a simple roll off cushion and on target. I think he has sight enough of the last red on the table to put it to the center pocket, just to roll, just to put and have sight of the black shot on target. White will be effective. He will need to roll the black ball to the corner pocket at the top left of your screen, which is bottom right on Cupixel's photography, and the black is sunk. He gets one closer but remains in trouble and under pressure. Aiden 6 and right 8. 3 frames to go. Aiden must win them all or else book his next flight back to Johannesburg.
Jethro Moranga, Rogers Mutinda, table number 9. On table number 9, let's have Jethro Moranga, Rogers Mutinda.
There is as good a chance as any that Roy dance into the second round, the most renowned victories of his career, if he can take down Aiden.
On table number 7, Jesse
Putting that yellow ball to the corner pocket at the bottom left, spinning the white ball a little bit backwards just to around the midpoint of the table. Beautiful and effective. Mr. Sparks, the pride of Kabwe, one of Zambia's finest today, a member of the Zambia national team, the Chipolo Polo, is trying to take down South Africa's finest. One of Zambia's best players, but without a major comp, is trying to make it special here in Kenya. East Africa has not been a good hunting ground for Aiden. He hasn't won a major comp here. Defeated in the third round of the Grand Mchana Championship in 2023. In 2024, he didn't even dare to participate. He is back into Kenya in 2025, and he could be exiting the tournament and maybe even the entire country after just one round of play, as Reid plays probably his penultimate shot of this match. Yellow to the corner pocket at the top left, white ball bouncing off the cushion, moving towards the bottom end of the table. He'll be getting very accurate white for black. Aiden in his mind has considered the frame. Reid will be putting his last black of the match, and yes, he does win. Very renowned, very determined, a performance of a lifetime, a match of dreams, a wonderful performance to make Zambia proud, but to devastate the South African pool fraternity. Royd Kabwe defeats the tournament favorite. It is now Caesar out, Aiden out. A tournament that is wide open. Final score: Reid Kabwe 9, Aden Joseph 6. Thank you for being a wonderful audience. If I am able, I will not let Reid go without an interview.
Right. Right.
On table number 1, let's have Nafis Kara. Nafis Kara, Kimani Kamau.
10 seconds.
Kimani Kamau, Nafis Kara. Table number 1.
Okay, Reid. After the draw, the biggest match of the tournament was always going to be Reid versus Aiden. Did you come, or what did you come in plan? We have seen now the best of Reid. Can we now set to assume that Reid is on the money, the 5 million Kenya shillings with that performance?
Okay, thank you for giving me the opportunity. First of all, we are both players,
Yes,
and whatever that person can do, I can also do
you can
it.
also do, and you've shown
Yeah,
that. Yes,
and for us to travel from all that
all
miles,
that distance.
we don't choose who to meet. So
Yes.
whoever comes your way, just play your game.
Play your game, try to defeat him.
Sure.
Last year, you beat Caesar. Now you have beaten Aiden. Who next?
Next year, I'm playing. I've forgotten his name, but
You
it's the
don't
guy
even want to know the name.
the guy from Kenya.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's one step at a time. You just see the next opponent.
I wish you good luck.
Thank you so much.